Welcome back to Character Select, where we are venturing into the desert for reasons unknown. To continue our conversation that we were having just before the end of the last episode, fucking bat!
I know, right?
Just pushing all the buttons, bat. Now you come back and knock me into the lava. Anyway,
Okay, I'm done.
in Mother for the Nintendo, or the Famicom, I suppose, because I think they eventually found like a ROM of it, and they translated it for the US, and it was like emulation and blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, it's not too hard to make a ROM. You just pull it off of the BIOS of the cartridge or whatever.
But they, in that game, the enemies that you start fighting against start as like stop signs and cars. And the cars were particularly hilarious because the main character, the hero of the game, is an asthmatic. So he can get this status condition, has asthma.
Which, not making fun of asthmatics. Right?
No, but it was funny at the time when I played it, because I'm an asthmatic, so... It was like, I can connect with this character! Also, fun fact about this game, all of the towns are named for the 6 sages in Ocarina of Time.
Or rather, the 6 stages in Ocarina of Time are named for the towns in this game. Because this game was made before the Ocarina of Time.
You know. Oh, look, it's Error.
Hi, Error! And that's where that meme comes from.
Yeah, I am Error. His name is actually Errol. E-R-R-O-L.
Like Errol Flynn.
Yeah.
But Japanese being what it is... Translation standards back then weren't as high as they are now. Well, they also didn't have as deep an understanding of Japanese when they did it, so...
This is like 1987, so... This was back when games were a new thing, people weren't sure if you could get a lot of money with them, and they didn't have big budgets. So... I got the jump spell. So, in case anybody's confused about what just happened, I went into that cave in the desert. That thing I picked up that had wings was an angel trophy, and this is a fat lady.
Hi, fat lady.
Palaces, they are founding. Yeah, you can't buy keys in this game.
What game can you buy keys in?
The first one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right. But you
They actually almost made it a necessity if you didn't realize how to get the Master Key or whatever it's called. I might be channeling my Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior with the ultimate key there.
Speaking of, the guy who does Dragon Quest...
Akira Toriyama?
No. Yuri Horii.
Yeah, Yuji Horii?
Yuji Horii, that's him.
Yeah.
He actually but he pretty much defined the adventure game genre.
The JRPG genre.
JRPG and adventure game.
What adventure game did he make?
He made a murder mystery game called, what was it? How do you pronounce it? It was like Portpia, however you pronounce that. And then Serial Murder Case, or whatever. And it basically created that entire, textual menu system for adventure games that we use in stuff like not Monkey Island, but, stuff that came before Monkey Island, all the, Sierra sort of things.
Right.
And they use the text parser for that. But, you get what I mean. It's it's basically one of the biggest grandfathers of the entire adventure game genre.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Huh. Because I love adventure games.
Mm-hmm. It also has a really good twist to it. Like, the story of it, if you've never heard of it before.
Well, I've never heard of it before today, so yeah.
The twist in the story is, ridiculous for its time.
Huh. Learn something new every day. I mean, I just liked Yuji Horii because he made fucking Dragon Quest. I mean,
Yeah.
I was actually playing Dragon Quest 1 on my iPad earlier today.
Basically, the system, the menu system he used in that first murder mystery adventure game or whatever, is what he used to make Dragon Quest.
Oh, that's awesome. That's where that came from.
Yeah, so that's why Dragon Quest has the system it uses.
Huh.
So.
Cool.
I spent entirely too much time reading about this shit.
Hey, I love trivia like that.
I'm full of useless trivia.
Aren't we all?
Some of us not so much.
Speaking
of, I was at a what was it, a trivia contest at a bar with some of my coworkers the other night. Our team won. I got a shot glass.
You got a shot glass.
I got a shot glass for winning.
Did you immediately fill that shot glass with booze and drink it?
No, I had to go home.
Okay,
and
so
I took it home and filled it with booze at home.
So I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is the most ridiculous spell requirement quest ever. She lost her mirror. You go in this room, there's nobody here. You look under the table. I found a mirror under the table. Well, I just got that done. You go back and you talk to her, and she's like, "You found my mirror, thanks." Well, actually, no. I think there's one that's more ridiculous in a later town. But, yeah. Follow me. Thanks for finding my mirror that I dropped in a building 2 feet away from me. Let me get my uncle to teach you a magical spell. I guess that's standard payment for this sort of thing?
Well, I don't know. Apparently magical spells are like a commodity in this world.
Yeah, there's no rupees either. Which is one of the big things. There's no money. You don't buy anything. You find it, or you do somebody a favor and you get it. Or they're just like, "Hey, can you find this thing for me?" And you're like, "Sure." We're not going left because it's actually a dead end. Do you turn into a bat?
I think it's that the red guy right there at the bridge who turns into the bat. No, he does too. I think that red guy does too, though.
No, he tells me
he's like a servant of Ganon or something.
No, he tells me that eyes of Ganon are everywhere.
Oh, that's right. Now, am I the only one who thinks this when I see these enemies? Do they look like they're wearing, like, really pointy sunglasses to you?
I've never seen that before. But now that you pointed it out, I can't not see it. Oh my god, they're fucking swarming me. Get away from me with your fucking sunglasses!
Fly, you fools!
Fucking pointy-ass sunglasses. So yeah. Now we can go to the, next palace, sort of. There's one other thing that we should do, actually. Which is, find the Riverman's friend. Whoa, god. Who is right here? No, not right here. Almost right here. The random shit that you remember. Like, I can tell you exactly how to get through Death Mountain, which is a fucking awful maze.
That's not as bad as, what was it, the Technodrome from the Ninja Turtles game for NES? If you remember that, because
I do remember that.
You had to find the Technodrome in a really difficult set of areas, and it's random where it would be. Mm-hmm. And if you died, the Technodrome would move to another place.
Dying in this context means losing a turtle, which means losing a fourth of your effective fighting power.
Although, Raphael and Michelangelo kind of sucked.
Michelangelo wasn't terrible.
Donatello was the best character. Yeah, Raphael was terrible. His weapon was so short range and did, so little damage.
Well, they all did the same damage, actually.
No, Donatello did a bit more damage, I think.
Well, Donatello was fucking OP as shit. The only thing he didn't have going for him was the fact that his weapon was slow. And that didn't matter at all.
No, it didn't, because it had the longest reach. Especially when you can cheese the first boss by getting up on those boxes and aiming down and hitting him. Man, when I figured that out when I was like 11 or whatever, or something like that, I was like, I am a genius.
You were like, fucking rock steady. Attack will go up. Sweet. But yeah, so next time on Character Select, we'll head to the second palace and I'll get my ass kicked. How many lives do I have? I'll get my ass kicked and won't restart.
Next time, Next time.
Don't even get me started on Dr. Claw.